Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Ross. I'm a photographer and video maker from Northern Ireland. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So a few weeks ago now, myself along with my wife Ruth and our daughter decided to take a little holiday. So we drove up to Belfast and got the boat across to Scotland and spent a week traveling around different towns and cities that we've always wanted to visit. Obviously I wasn't going to go on this family holiday / road trip without bringing a camera with me, so I decided to bring my Fujifilm X-T4 with the 35mm f2 lens on it. This lens is pretty compact, so I stuck a strap on the X-T4, slung it over my shoulder and had this set up, had this camera with me everywhere that we went on this trip. Before setting off on this road trip, I decided to set myself a little bit of a challenge and choose my top 5 favourite Fujifilm recipes that I've created over the last year. Load those recipes into my X-T4 and only shoot photographs using one of those recipes. So now that we're back from our road trip, I just wanted to make this video to share with you my top 5 recipes that I chose to shoot with over this week away. So on to recipe number 1. The first of my top 5 favourite Fujifilm recipes that I decided to load into my X-T4 for this trip is called Nurture Nature. Nurture Nature, I think, is my best all-round recipe. It's based on the film simulation Provia and so has really natural looking colours. It boosts the contrast and saturation just enough that the clarity can be left at 0 for ease of shooting. It has medium sharpness, which enhances the weak, large grain, and the white balance is shifted slightly to the warmer side to give it a lovely overall tone. Nurture Nature was featured on a previous YouTube video I made several months ago, which you can check out by clicking the link above now. On all my Fujifilm cameras, except my original X100, Nurture Nature is set in the #1 position as it's my go-to recipe for any scenario. It's my most versatile recipe, but it especially shines for portraits, indoor shots, and of course, nature. If I'm ever undecided which recipe to shoot with, I usually land on Nurture Nature as I can trust it to accurately capture what's in front of me in the most beautiful, natural way. So that was Nurture Nature. Now on to my next recipe, Crisp Chrome. Crisp Chrome was one of the first recipes I created, and it's still one of my favourites. If you like something big and bold, this one is for you. It's based on the well-loved film simulation Classic Chrome, hence the name, with the addition of heavy shadows, strong grain, lots of saturation and a little clarity to bring it all together. Again, this recipe has auto white balance, but with a slight push to the warmer side to bring out the best from those classic chrome colours. I love using crisp chrome in the sun as the film simulation's desaturation of green tones gives this recipe an almost teal and orange look. Soon after creating crisp chrome, I shared it along with a few other recipes in one of my earlier videos on YouTube, which you can check out above. Just like Nurture Nature, Crisp Chrome is quite a versatile recipe. I think, however, it works the best outdoors when the sky is blue or at times when you want to emphasize the contrast of a scene. If you're into Classic Chrome's Kodak-like colors and like a bold, punchy recipe, then look no further than Crisp Chrome. There you go, there's some images with crisp chrome. On to my next one, it's called Rust Roamer. Rust Roamer is like the evil twin of crisp chrome. They are both strong looks. In a certain light, they can sometimes even look similar to each other, but deep down, they couldn't be more different. Rust Roamer is based on the classic negative film simulation, and it's dirtier, grittier, and grainier than its twin. With a white balance locked at daylight and heavily shifted into the heat, there's no escape from its distinct look. Rust Roamer was designed to be a good companion for travelling as it produces a consistent look no matter the situation, location or weather. The word rust in the name of this recipe refers to the brown tone produced by the white balance shift and desaturation, which over time has really grown on me. Pair this tone with a heavy grain, minus clarity, deep shadows and flat highlights, and you end up with this really unique, gritty, film-like recipe. You'll most likely want to shoot Rust Roamer on a dirty street, but its warm white balance shift can also produce brilliant results during golden hour. Why don't you give it a try for yourself? I hope you liked Rust Roamer. Now it's time for some black and white shots. Here's my favourite black and white recipe, XP2 Electro. One of my favourite things about shooting with Fujifilm cameras is not only the fact that you can create recipes, but the fact that you can see those recipes through the display whilst you're shooting. For me, this makes shooting photographs in black and white so much more enjoyable, especially when shooting with this fourth recipe, XP2 Electro. As many of you will know, a few months ago I dipped my toe into shooting 35mm film. One of the first film stocks I decided to try was Ilford's XP2 Super 400 stock, and I fell in love. So much so that I had to create a Fujifilm recipe to replicate the look of this film. You can check out the video of this above now. XP2 Electro quickly became my go-to black and white recipe. It's based on the Acros film simulation with a red filter. It has flat highlights, deep shadows, and a small grain that is enhanced with a good amount of sharpness, just like the stock itself. For me, XP2 Electro, when exposed correctly, is a really reliable, all-round black and white recipe. You can, however, purposefully overexpose or underexpose it to get a completely different but equally cool look. So finally, recipe number 5, get ready for this one. It's called Sherbet Lemon. I created Sherbet Lemon especially for this trip. It's based on Fujifilm's Provia simulation, so it really shines at capturing vivid and vibrant colours, which there were plenty of, especially at the couple of seaside towns that we visited. With a combination of vibrant colours from its Provia base, minus clarity for a sweet, dreamy effect, and more sharpness than an actual lemon, the results are a pretty stylised, over-the-top recipe that is, however, a lot of fun to play with. I definitely didn't use this recipe as much on this trip as the other 4, but when I did, I was pleasantly surprised with the results. I actually shot my favourite photograph of the whole week with Sherbet Lemon, which is this frame here, taken on Blackpool's Central Pier. This recipe will probably not be for everyone, and it is definitely not for every occasion. For example, it's pretty horrendous at capturing skin tone. But if you love shooting objects with big, bright, bold, vibrant, vivid colours, definitely give Sherbet Lemon a try. So there you go, there's my top 5 favourite Fujifilm recipes that I've created this year and decided to shoot with during my recent road trip / family holiday across the north of England and one day in Scotland. If you're still with me and you're still watching and you have any favourite Fujifilm recipes of your own, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. So drop me a comment and let me know your favourite Fujifilm recipes. If you do decide to try out any of the recipes featured in this video, I would love to see the results, so shoot me a message on Instagram or tag me in the photographs, whatever. Also, if you like these recipes and you want to check out all my other recipes, you can do that by heading to my website. It's rossandhisjpegs.com. As always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!